Last time on Let's Play Metroid Prime 3 Corruption.
So we are heading up to a location called the Temple of Bryyo. Yeah, there's a lot of space pirates saying you need to be able to survive all of this lot. So let's try to keep the energy up as much as possible. Rundus! Dude! So happy to see you again! Huh? Oh. We tried to fight him to save him, but it was to no avail. Rundus is dead, impaled by his own ice spikes. Let's take his parting gift to us.
Cannot escape corruption, Samus.
We could all be one catastrophic event away from extinction, but the planet would live on, devoid of life except for the local wildlife. Leviathan Shield Generator, armor plating made of maldium, armor integrity at maximum.
Clearly, this is the source of the energy signature we detected. You will be unable to destroy the generator with your current weapons.
Also, I love how the hand, the handprint here is a space pirate's hand, just because it was a space pirate terminal, so that makes sense. It will create a passageway. We go into here. This fires us all the way back to the start. We get a friend voucher for our troubles. Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, where it's not just Samus and Rundus who have been corrupted. Video footage for this LP has been corrupted too. I've had to redo the last two parts of the LP once each because the first takes of them got corrupted by footage. Anyway, the first part of this, we're back in the Cliffside area of Bryyo, and we have seen pretty much this area before, so I really don't need to go over this too much. We do have the hive that's broken now. But yeah, we've pretty much seen all we can, apart from the fact that there's now Gragnol adults in this area. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump cut to certain areas, and we are going to go and pick up some power-ups that because while we're here we might as well try and mop up the power-ups in the area that we can now obtain, especially now that we have the ice missiles. So see you in just a moment. Okay, so we're back in the Grand Court area where we fought the Reptilican hunters. There are normal Reptilicans here now instead of those hunters, because the hunters are a very limited scan opportunity. But we're in here because you may remember when I was swinging along these grapple beam points earlier, I said there was a door there we couldn't do anything about. Well, now we can because we have the ice missiles. These white blast shields require ice missiles to break. So now we have ice missiles. Let's break this open. And inside, well, we have a missile expansion. We also have a new thing to scan. These are Geemers. Non-aggressive bioforms. Avoid contact with spiked shell. The spiked shell of a Geemer is rather durable and can only be destroyed by an explosive blast. While menacing in appearance, they are non-aggressive scavengers that feed on the waste of other creatures. The food source are said to be spreaders of many types of diseases. Geemers are a returning enemy from Metroid Prime, and they're also in Metroid Prime Hunters as well. You can only destroy them with missiles. But but I think they only appear in this room anyway. I can't remember there being too many Geemers in this game. Anyway, let's grab ourselves missile expansion. So now I'm going to go and jump cuts to the other power-up we still need to obtain, and then we'll proceed onwards for the way we actually need to go to do this episode. Okay, so we're back at the GFS Theseus. There's a few Phazo Night Barbs here, so let's deal with them. So yeah, when I went by this ship earlier, I forgot about the fact on the way back, because I was checking an area in this morphball section before. I thought there might be a power-up there. I was right, there is a power-up going through there, but we needed to reactivate the ship first. So the ship's powers on. This area looks significantly different with a lot of electrical currents going on. So you need to time your movements through all these electrical currents, and with that the springboard can be a bit easier in this regard for the timing. Okay, now this is the hardest part here. So you need to know how to bomb jump. To bomb jump in Metroid Prime games, you need to lay effectively 3 bombs. The first bomb you lay to get you to jump. Then the top of your jump, bomb again, and then bomb when you get right down to the bottom again. Sorry, no. I've got that wrong. You bomb as soon as the first one goes off, then bomb at the apex of your jump. And that should be enough to spring you up. But be careful with these electric currents, because you don't want to hit the top of this when you do so. Oh, come on. Right. It can be a bit tricky to do. You can also do this by spring jumping, laying a bomb, then spring jumping again to hit the bomb. In fact, that's a bit more efficient in this game. But unfortunately, my timing was a bit off there. There we go. Right, now we've got that done. You should be able to jump this gap while the electric current's not running. Go out this way. And at the end of here's a prize. We also have another Gragnol adult, so let's kill that. Yeah, all the Gragnols have grown up now. So I was right to think that you need to use the grapple lasso on them, because I forgot about the fact that these do change to adults. Anyway, let's just take our missile expansion. And now we're not going to cut the footage because we're in the area we need to go to. So all we need to do now is just jump down this way and go through this door. So, you may remember that I tried to put a Yu-Gi-Oh reference in the Metroid Prime 3 LP of all things, but yeah. Apart from that, you may remember the fact that we have something through this door here. We have these. Now that we have the ice missiles, we can cross this path, and you may remember that we can do this from after defeating Rundus in the Bryyo Temple. We're in a similar type of passageway. This is where we need to go. If we have a look at our map, look at the current planets, as you can see, we have not reached the 4 jungle air dock yet. However, we cannot actually do much in there at the moment without the upgrade that we get around this area. You can also see there's a landing site very near to where we are now. In fact, if we look at our map very carefully, you can see that. Wait, that's the Fawn Jungle Air Dock in the same map. Yeah, that's quite important. Also, it happened off screen, so unfortunately I cannot show you the message, but our logbook did update to let us know where we actually needed to go in order to be able to get the power we need to destroy the Leviathan Generators. So if we go, if that happens and you miss the objective markers, you can look at the logbook here, which will tell you what you need to do. So for example here, travel to the Federation landing site. So this is what basically Aurora Unit 242 told us. And then we've also got the other ones as well. So if you're not sure exactly what you're supposed to do, you can always look at the logbook in this game, which is nice, I guess. But part of the appeal of Metroid games is being able to try and find out what to do about yourself, obviously. So it's there if you want it. Anyway, let's proceed onwards. Let's freeze this. And travel right to the end of the platform. And right here we have Brilliant Labour Golem appears deteriorated but still functional. A concussive blast may activate it. This is cool right here. So you transform into a morph ball, jump into here, bomb it, and watch this. Pretty cool, right? We have an interesting object here, actually. Unknown surface type, designed to work with an advanced movement system. I wonder what that could be. Probably won't be for quite some time till we get it, so yeah. Anyway, let's proceed through this door. And we have a puzzle. A very large room here. War Golem is restrained and unable to move. It looks like it's trying to reach the control unit. So you can see pretty clearly what our objective is. We also have some warp hounds here. Let's use the hyper beam to take them out. Oh, while I'm in hyper mode, I should probably show you that the hyper beam actually has a charge shot. So you can use it to make pretty quick work of your enemies. And we do need to do that because that actually activates the puzzle. And we've been broken out of hyper mode in the process, so let's get some of our energy back. There you are. Right, so let's look around this place because we want to try and get an idea of what exactly we're doing. Sky vines have a thick bark protecting their fuel gel soaked interior, vulnerable at the core. The brimstone in this section of the cliffside appears to have weakened over time, so I think we know what brimstone does. It's missiles. So that reveals a way to go. We're going to do that in just a moment though. I want to scan a few objects around this area. Because there may be some things for the logbook. Okay, so first of all I want to show you what happens if you try and go into it as it is, while the golem is still like this. Bomb this. He cannot reach you. But if you do that, it does break open a important slot here. So if you shoot a charge shot at it, that'll break one of his vines. Or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's what we need to do. We need to break free the golem from all four of these in order to move onwards. Let's pick up a few pickups while we're at it. Right, so you also may notice there's a stream of night barbs around here as well. And something here. Gate door is locked in place. Locking mechanism engaged. Unable to open from the outside. So what we need to do is to go through the brimstone hole we blew open with missiles and attack this. So that's going to be 2 of these. Right, so now we need to find where the other 2 are. To do that, I think we need to jump up onto this platform right here. Now, how do you do this? There's quite a few layers to this room. Oh, I remember now. If you do this here, this doesn't do anything about the vine, does it? No, that breaks in 3. We just got one of them left. So, I remember now. Yeah. So what you used to do is use the ice missiles to freeze this right here. That will create a passageway you can use in morph ball mode to go up through this way. Now we can jump through here, bomb this, and that is the puzzle solved. By the way, this area is actually quite a lot more expansive than this. We will be coming to this area, back to this area a lot later. For now though, let's proceed onwards and finish our puzzle. Morgana class War Golem is released and ready for operation. Control unit on standby. Now we've bombed this, and this time around picks it up. Puts it in here, which incidentally does something else for us later on, but that won't be relevant for some time. So let's proceed onwards.
Samus, we have uncovered more information regarding your condition. It appears that once activated, the unique phazon inside your body overreacts after several seconds. We did not foresee this problem when we gave you the PED, and unknowingly, we put you in grave danger. We are sorry. Please be aware that it will not be possible to counter Dark Samus without the PED.
I don't know, I think we did a pretty good job of that back on Planet Ether.
You must be careful in using it. In the meantime, we will continue to investigate this unique phazon.
Yeah, we were able to counter Dark Samus on Planet Ether without the PED. I don't see why we need it now, but I guess we were resorting to using the phazon beam in the final battle against her on Planet Ether, so... Oh, spoilers for Metroid Prime 2 records. I should probably mention about that. But then again, this is the third game in the series, so you should probably have some sort of idea what happened in the previous games if you're watching a video on this one, but maybe not. Maybe Prime 3 was your first game or something. Anyway, this is a Gragnol hive. Bioforms detected within. Vulnerable to explosive blasts. Okay, we want to shoot this immediately because this will infinitely spawn Gragnols and just make things a general nuisance. Crystallized fuel gel. Formation is unstable and vulnerable to weapon fire. Structure heavily eroded. Localized explosive blasts could cause complete structural failure. I wonder what you're supposed to do here. Yeah, it's pretty easy. So, grapple beam across. I hear some power-up noise though. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's right. There is something around here. Broken golem statue fragments. Structural integrity compromised. Taloic alloy detected within stonework. Okay, so let's use a bomb to break this open. Taloic alloy brings bombs, and we have a much needed energy tank. We also have sort of Gragnol here. The normal ones that can be destroyed by weapons. I think we got rid of the hive, so won't be too much to deal with, but anyway, let's get back up this way. Now we're up this way, we can shoot these and get rid of them. This is going to allow us to go round and around. Oh yeah, there's another hive up here, okay. So yeah, basically Gragnols are war wasps from previous games. The hive is the big giveaway, really. So yeah, we need to climb this structure right here. Get rid of you. And now, what's next? Not that, as it were. Somewhere. Okay, let's check out our bearings a bit here for a moment. We need to have. I think we need to sort of topple this part here or something. Because, yeah, okay, so there is something we can shoot. Ah, it's up here. Oh, right. Ah, okay, there's this crystal over here that's a slightly different colour from the rest. There we go! That opens up the way we need to go and should create another platform with a grapple beam on it. Okay. Finally made it through that way, so now we climb up this way. This way, not that way! Anyway. So, as we go up through here, I'll tell you an interesting story. So, I recently came up on the unfortunate... I came up with the unfortunate playthrough of Metroid Prime by a certain DSP Gaming. Oh boy, what a disaster that was. He played the game on the easiest difficulty possible because he picked normal, not realising it was the easiest difficulty. And then, when he died to the first time, when he died against the Phazo mines and that admittedly semi-difficult run, it was on the easiest difficulty. And the first time he died, he gave up playing the game altogether and had to be convinced to come back. He died one time during the entire game. Oh my, what an embarrassment. Anyway, we have reached our objective room here. This is where we're supposed to try and get an upgrade, but how do we get it, you might ask? Missile racks are part of a gunship weaponry upgrade system, controlled by nearby terminal. Terminal controls missile racks. Ship upgrade system is standby. No ship present to upgrade.
Hostile life forms detected. Initiating security lockdown.
Oh no. Looks like we've got a ton of enemies to deal with here, including a few warp hounds. I'm going to go into hyper mode to try and deal with them. Should be an easy way to quickly go through with them all. In fact, if you use charge shots, I think it becomes actually easier to activate corrupt hyper mode. Oh, and there's Reptilican Hunters here, by the way. So if you haven't seen them before, make sure you scan them for your logbook now. And actually, there's something I want to do here. You want to shoot these guys. Not like that. Okay, so... Right, so you want to shoot them a bit. No, these are warp hounds. Okay, hang on. Let's see if we can get to these. There's a friend voucher you can get against the Reptilican Hunters. Now that we have the ice missiles. I want to try and get it. This warp hound's getting in the way somewhat. I will be using hyper mode, but I really want to stay out of hyper mode because I will need to be able to use the ice missiles. And you can't do that during hyper mode. Well, get out of the way, you! Ah! Wow. Okay, right, let's try this now. Shoot these guys with bits. Oh, damn, I missed my chance. Okay, right now! Okay, what you're supposed to do is try and, when they throw your chakrams, freeze them and then get the chakram to kill them, and that gets you a friend voucher, but I don't seem to be doing it just right here. Let's try this again, come on. I think we can get this friend voucher. And we're taking quite a bit of damage from this. I don't think I've ever got this one before because I didn't even know this was an achievement until I looked it up recently. No, we didn't get it. Let's try this again. We've got a few more of these, but there's only so many Reptilican Hunters you can find, so... Okay, we didn't manage to get it unfortunately, but there is a friend voucher if you can successfully do it. I think we get another chance later on, but for now, we've cleared all the hostiles and we're free to try and get things going again. The only problem is, if we try to use our command... That's hyper mode. Unnecessary wasted energy. The only problem is, if we try to use our command visor here... Also, I think you've probably forgot we had a command visor because we didn't necessarily need to use it. Energy shielding is powered by a local power source. Remove the source to lower the shield. And also, there's something we haven't seen before back there, which is of great interest. Anyway, let's go into here. And try pressing this button right here. This will reactivate these. Now, there is the slight issue, we still need to be able to open the panel up there, so let's proceed onwards. So this is a bit of a platforming segment. You start this whole segment by going to this lift. Use this lift to travel up this way, and now we have a sort of a maze, as it were. Ventilation duct is blocked by metal panels. Concussive blast could destroy them. So you can see there's two routes along here. If you go to the right one, you get broken up the other side. And then what we're going to do is break this here. Now, if you look very carefully, we've got an energy cell here. Now this is, you may remember this from the GF Olympus. We had to take an energy cell, put it back in to get things working again. Here we kind of have to do something about the opposites. What we need to do is actually to take the energy cell out. So, we scan it for the logbook because it uses the power source in Federation technology. Energy cells were designed as a portable power source for the Federation. Their high power to weight ratio makes them ideal for powering a wide variety of equipment. Throughout the environment, you may encounter stations that have contained an energy cell. Removing the energy cell will leave these stations permanently offline. You'll then be able to place a collected energy cell into a new station that's empty. So, we have another gimmick time. Let's go! Let's twist! Pull! Nunchuck failure in the process! And we're now acquiring one energy cell. Wait, why did it flash up on the top of the screen? Also, this deactivates the barrier. So yeah, I'm very confused. Why did I flash something up on the top of the screen to talk about the energy cells? This is actually a very important item in the game. In Metroid Prime, there are several chosen artifacts that you need to finish the game, but you do not really collect them all until the very end. In Metroid Prime 2, you had 9 Sky Temple keys to collect, and you had to do them all at the very end of the game if you really wanted all the logbook scans. In Metroid Prime 3, you can collect the energy cells as early as Planet Bryyo and start that particular quest, and you don't even need to collect them all. So, very, very handy feature for us right here. Okay, so now we're done with this part. Let's go down this way and jump onto the center. Now we have more stuff to go through because we have a grab ledge up here. This will allow us to proceed onwards. Bay door control system. Engage, manage, override security system and open doors, which is what we've been trying to do this entire time. Something shooting at you. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Quite a bit. Pull this across. Because if we do that, that will allow us to go across this way. Another hive here. We don't even use missiles for these hives. I'm getting confused with the War Wasp hives, which had to use missiles to destroy in the previous Prime games. I guess both Retro had a bit more development time for this one than Prime 2, so they able to do a lot more new things, as it were. Anyway, I want to jump over to this side. And then go up through here. Bay doors locked shut. Unable to access landing pad. Engage manual override. Collect this missile. And we have something here. It's time for a lever. Let's tilt up. Up. And then when doing that, so it moves it over manually, and now we tilt it back down again, and this opens the way forwards. This will allow us to call our ship over here. So let's transform it back into a morph ball. and use the morph ball to avoid fall damage. That's something you can do actually. You can avoid fall damage by transforming into a morph ball to take the high drops. So if you need any speedrunning tactics, that's a good one. What I want to do first though is scan this for the logbook. This is a door level, low level energy shield. Only high temp beams can disrupt the shield and open the door. All Federation doors are designed with a low level energy shield to prevent accidental activation. Shooting the energy shield will activate and open the door. Orange coloured energy shields may only be opened with high temperature shots. Okay, so now we've done that. Now we cannot actually land the ship while all of this stuff is here, so what we need to do is go on here and bring this all down again. So now that's down, we switch to the command visor and we get to actually use it to call our ship here.
Data received.
That is going to create ourselves a nice save point. But we want to do more than that really, don't we? We came here for an upgrade, and it only makes sense. The upgrade is not actually for Samus's suit this time, it's for her ship. Yes, that's right. Samus's ship has a weapon in this game. Gunship upgrade complete. New weapon system added. Ship missiles are online. Lock onto command icons with Z to initiate a bombing run. Okay, let's be honest. Does anyone actually use the ship missiles? Except for when they are actually absolutely required to progress? Because I really don't feel there's much incentive to use your ship missiles when hyper mode is a thing. I know I've once thought of using the ship missiles as a way to try and clear out enemies. You don't have much to begin with anyway, but ship missiles can destroy Maldium and allow you to progress. Or was it Midium? I don't know. I need to double check on that one because I might have misread it the first time. I'm sure I'll put a notification on the screen to remind myself what it actually is. So, but anyway, now that we've got the upgrade, we're going to be sort of ending the episode kind of in a way. What we're going to do now though is go back to Fiery Bryyo so we can access the generator. So I'll see you on Fiery Bryyo. Actually, before we take off, there's some functionality I haven't shown in the ship yet. Now we can do this, and you can always access all of the codes in case you didn't hear them before. So I showed them off in the very first episode, so if you want to go back and check those, then by all means do. We have the thruster here, which is probably not going to do much. Yeah, I didn't do much here, but okay. The important thing here are these buttons right here. Press the right hand button, you get to change the whole decor of the ship. Pressing the left hand button, we get a stat screen. This tells you how many enemies you killed, how many shots have been fired, damage received, how many times you've saved your data, your rooms visited, and the amount of hyper mode uses you've had in the game. So, now that I've shown it off, let's actually go back to Bryyo Fire. So we can finally destroy that generator. Don't worry, we'll get to Fawn Jungle in a moment, but I want to destroy the generator on Bryyo first. It will become clear why soon enough. Okay, so that will be the end of the episode. In the next episode of Let's Play Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, we'll go through the Bryyo Fire area to collect all the power-ups we missed or couldn't get to before, And then after that, we're going to go to the Fallen Jungle area for the first time and start exploring that particular area. See you guys next time. Goodbye.